Hi friends, my name's Tammy and this is my booktube channel, Believe in Yourself. And today I have a fun video for you. I hope it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. It was fun for me to plan out anyway. I have a bunch of cozy mysteries in front of me off of that shelf and right there, and a few off of the shelf below it. I didn't pull out all of my cozy mysteries, but I pulled out some of them. And I did not look at any covers, but I made a list of a whole bunch of items that are usually on cozy mystery covers. If you're a cozy mystery reader, you know what I mean. There seems like there's always a few things that just are almost a prerequisite to be on a cozy mystery cover. Now, I think cozy mysteries have some of the best covers of any books. I also think they have some of the best titles. So, I got books tipping over. Did you see that? Anyway, I lost my train of thought when I heard those books tip over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the list of things that I wrote down the other day, and then I'm just going to pick up cozy mystery by cozy mystery one at a time and see if our covers have any of these things, to see if we can mark off everything I have on here just with the mysteries that I've pulled. And I think I have around 40 to 45 on here. I counted them when I started, and then I sort of lost track and I haven't counted them since then. But there's our list that we are working from. I'll just hold this here in case you want to look at it real quick. And then I will read everything that I've written down. And then we'll start looking for these on the covers. So in animals, up here, I have cat, dog, chickens, sheep, and goats. Crafts is down below, and I have ball of yarn, sewing machine, bicycle, and quilt. Outdoors is down here at the bottom, and I have storm clouds, beach or ocean, park bench, lighthouse, barn, flowers, and a fence or a garden gate. Right here we have work-related items. We have a shop front and bunting or banners across the windows. This is the big one here. Food. There's always lots of food on Cozy Mysteries. I have pasta, fruit in a bowl, not just fruit, but fruit in a bowl, a cooking pot, a cookbook, cupcakes or a cake, pie, cookies, a teapot, a picnic scene or a picnic basket or a picnic table, kind of all that together, and ice cream. And then over here we have home related items. Curtains blowing, like how you see them blowing with the wind or whatever sometimes. Rocking chair, fireplace, porch with a swing, a bookshelf, a house or a cottage, a clock, jewelry, and a pair of gloves. And then our very bottom category here has to do with murder. And I have a weapon, footprints, a chalk outline, and police tape. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to go for it. So the first book I have here is Murder by Cheesecake. This is by Rachel Ekstrom Courage. Now, cheesecake isn't really pie, so we can't count that. However, we've got a murder weapon. We have a knife. So I'm going to mark that off. Weapon. I won't show you the page every single time. Okay, now this one, I've got to kind of keep these in order so when I put them back, they're not all out of order. This is by Anne Stang, Rewriting Christmas, A Hopeful Tale. And I don't think I have barn. Did I put barn? Oh, I do. I have barn on the list. I have barn and I have dog. So I'm going to mark those off. And I don't see anything else there that's on our list. So barn and dog. We've got 3 things so far. The next book in that series is Christmas on the Lamb by Anne Stang. And it's snowing, but they aren't really storm clouds. I don't see anything on the list that we can mark off for that one. Third book in this series is called It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Murder. Well, even if we don't find all these things on our scavenger hunt, it's fun to look at the covers, right? This is a really nice cover, and I don't think there's anything on the list there. The last one is called Murder Under Wraps. And again, we have a little dog, but we do have a fireplace. And that's on the list. I didn't know if we'd find that one actually. Let me find fireplace there. Okay. So, next book we've got here is The Crime Brulee Bake Off by Rebecca Connolly. This was a good book. I haven't read that other series that I just showed. I did read Murder by Cheesecake and I liked that, but I really, really enjoyed this one. But there's nothing on there that we need. Okay, we've got Christmas Carol Murder, a small cozy town culinary mystery. And, ooh, magnifying glass would have been a good one to have on there. Do I have that on there? Oh, I don't have magnifying glass, but we have cookies here. So we can mark that off. And let me just hold this up and show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 things so far. I would love to know down in the comments if you've noticed anything that's on Cozy Mystery Covers a lot that I don't have here. If you have other ideas, I'd love to know that. Reflection of Murder, a cozy small town culinary mystery. This series of 3 books so far I have not read. There's that magnifying glass again. Looks like it's on the front of all 3 covers. Is there anything there that we can use? I don't see anything. Tell me if I miss anything as we're going along. And the last one in that is in the cozy small town culinary mysteries by Sophia Blake is Marriage, Not Murder. And we do have a bunch of foods, but the only ones I'm thinking could maybe work, but probably not, is picnic or pie or fruit in a bowl. But we don't have any of that. Those look like little mini tarts. Is a tart a pie? I don't think so. Maybe it is. Okay, next stack. Okay, we haven't done so great this time. Oh, I should have put a skull and crossbones on there. This is by Pint. This is Pint of No Return in the Shake Shop Mystery by Dana Mentink, and I do love this series. I need to check and see if there's another book out on this series. But we have ice cream, and I have ice cream on the list. You know what we've seen a lot of so far is trees. I didn't realize trees were going to show up so much. But anyway, we've got ice cream. So I'm going to mark that off. Yeah, I should have put the skull and crossbones on there. A Sprinkle in Time. Oh my gosh. I should have put dead body too. There's somebody's feet poking out of the trunk. And there's a skull. I don't see anything else though. Okay, we've got Spoon to Be Dead in the Shake Shop Mysteries, still by Dana Mentink. I don't see anything we can use there either. Darn it. I really thought we'd be finding more things. Okay, and the last book in the Shake Shop Mysteries by Dana Mentink is Thrown for a Scoop. Now, see, I would have never thought of putting an airplane or a skydiver on the list, but I wish I would have put Skull and Crossbones or Skull or something. Nothing there. Okay, we've got... Oh, let me get these out of order if I'm not careful. Death at Warbler's End by Bellamy Beck. More trees. I didn't think to put lake on there. Ducks are birds. Oh, I don't have ducks on here. Chickens. That's not going to do me any good. Bloodshed at the Owl Blind. Oh, footprints. We have some footprints. Okay, that's one thing on there. I don't see anything else. But we get to mark off footprints. Okay. Third book in that series is Mayhem at Migration. Again, there's another skull. More trees. But nothing for our scavenger hunt. And the last one in that series is Ruin at Raven's Roost. When I say it's the last one in this series, it's the last one that I know about or that I have. And some of these series might have more books by now. But we do have a tree. But we do have a house. And I think I have a house or cottage on there. And I have a porch with a porch swing, but there's no porch swing on there. But we do have a house. So I'm going to put that or mark that. House or cottage. All right. Okay. Let me grab. I'm going to grab 2 other books here. If I can find them. From a drawer. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about pulling this. We have Tiny House Big Mystery by M.Z. Potts. I love that cover. And do we have cat? Okay, we have a cat and we have a chicken. So we can mark both of those off. And we have trees. Every time I read a cozy mystery now, I'm going to look and see if there's a tree on it. So we're going to mark off cat and chicken. And we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 things marked off, so that's not too bad. Okay, this is a prequel to the Parchment Paper Mysteries Artichoke Heart of Darkness by Matilda Swift. Isn't that great? I love her covers. Look at how fun that is. Maybe it'll focus better if I'm not in the picture. Okay, we have cake. We have muffins. We have artichoke. Oh, well, of course we have artichoke. Stack of books. I didn't put stack of books on there. I do have bookcase though. But we have a cake. So I'm going to mark off cake or cupcakes. And then we have for, I think I've got these out of order. I do have these out of order. Okay, number 1, and then there were scones. I'll tell you, her covers, if you haven't read Matilda Swift, please read Matilda Swift. She's got a whole bunch of series out, but this is the only one I've read so far. And we do have we have a little bumblebee. I didn't even notice that when I read it the whole time. We have a teapot and a teacup, and I think I have teapot on here. So we can mark that one off. Lime and Punishment. Couldn't you just look at these covers for like a couple minutes? I look at them and I always see new things. And do I have? Let me look. Okay, there's clock or jewelry. That's a pocket watch. Can we count that? I'm counting it. I'm going to count that as a clock. Don't tip over. Okay, so I'm going to mark off clock just because. Why not? For Whom the Bell Pepper Tolls. Oh, look, we also have a little banner or bunting too on all of these books. I wish I would have put bird, just a regular bird on there. I didn't. Isn't he cute? Okay, get serious and focused here. We've got a banner or bunting, and we have sandwiches, but I don't have that on our scavenger hunt list. So it looks like we're gonna mark off banner or bunting though. Okay. Then we have a book that I need to read by Karen McSpade, Murder at High Sea. Is this the first book we've seen with flowers? Or is this just the first cover I've noticed? We do have flowers. So I'm going to mark that off. I know there's a lot of cozy mysteries with or about goats, and I don't know if I have any of them. So I don't know. This is Monterey Bay Mystery by Saren Stargood. And I don't see anything on there that we need. You know, there's trees. Seriously, there's trees in almost every one of these. Monterey Bay Murder. There's our little skull and crossbones again that we don't have on our list. I hope you're enjoying this. I just wanted to see what was on these covers, you know. So nothing up with that one. Okay, I'm kind of running out of books, guys. Maybe I should have pulled more books out. The Broken Spine by Dorothy St. James. This is another great series. We do have a bookcase. And here, I'm going to hold this up here and I'm going to keep looking. Oh, we have a rocking chair, but I didn't put just a regular chair. So looks like we get a mark off bookcase. Or bookshelf. I have that. Second book is A Perfect Bind. And yeah, I don't see anything on there that we need. I was trying to see what was happening over here. Is that a curtain blowing in the wind? I think it is. I think that this is a curtain here. And that's a window. I think that's our curtain blowing in the wind. Yeah, it must be because it's blowing leaves in. Okay, good. So we have that. Curtain blowing in the wind. And then the last book in that series is called A Book Club to Die For. I should have put glasses on our scavenger hunt list. I just made the scavenger hunt list up off the top of my head. Oh, I should have thought about it a little bit longer. No rocking chair. We do have our bookshelf though. And there's a tree out in the back. Okay, let's go with this series. Moose and Murder by Elizabeth Logan. Another favorite series. I really do like this. I know we don't have moose on our list. I should have put a spilled drink or something there. It seems like that's on a lot of covers. But I don't see anything that we need on there. We've got Fishing for Trouble. Look, there's a picnic basket. Woohoo! And another spilled drink. But we do have a picnic basket, so that's good. Should I see where we're at on this so far? I'll hold it up and just show you, and then I'll count them and see where we're at. We do have quite a few boxes ticked there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're not doing too bad. The last book in that series is Murphy's Slaw. There's nothing there that we need. This is another one of my favorite series. This is the Dangerous Type Mysteries by Paige Shelton, and the first one is To Helvetica and Back. I think we've seen a couple of other typewriters too. I didn't think to put that on there. A pen would have been good, or a notebook. I didn't write any of that. But nothing there that we need. Bookman Dead Style. And nope. I don't see anything there that we need either. And the last one in this series is Comic Sans Murder. And I should have put lamp. I've noticed there's quite a few lamps, but I didn't. Nothing there we need. All right, looks like I've got 3 more series here pulled out. This is Death Takes Priority by Jean Flowers. I love these covers. Should have put a flag on the list too. Well, we've got our trees. Second one is Canceled by Murder. And let me just look real quick before I hold it up. It does look like we have some stormy weather, storm clouds out there. So I'm going to mark that one off. Storm clouds. What? We have no beach ones here. Okay. Address to Kill is the final book in the trilogy by Jean Flowers. I should have put a letter or a piece of mail or something. That is something that has been on a lot of these covers. And then we have by Peg Cochran, The Farmer's Daughter Mystery. Right off the top of my head, right off the bat, I'm trying to combine those two sayings apparently. We have chickens, we have a barn, we have a dog, and it doesn't look like we have anything else on our list. I thought we'd have a porch swing, you guys. I really did. Okay, this is Sewed to Death, the next one in the series. And unless I'm missing something, see, we should have put a flag on there. I don't see anything for our scavenger hunt on that cover. And then the last one in this series is called Bought the Farm. And I don't see anything. Let me know if I miss anything, if you see something. And then the last series that I have pulled out is the Pen and Ink Mystery Novels by Krista Davis. And the first one is Color Me Murder. And I'm just going to hold it up for a few minutes. Or, well, not a few minutes, but long enough. I'll put it in front of my face. Maybe it'll focus better. And then we'll take a look. Did you find anything? I saw that there's a clock there. So even, we already marked it off because of pocket watch, but there is a clock. Oh, there is jewelry. There's a necklace. So we'll be able to mark off jewelry. And there's a flag. And there's footprints. There's more jewelry. I mean, there's a lot of things on this. A cupcake. But we've even got a picnic basket up there. But we have jewelry. And then on the back, let me look quick and then I'll show you guys. Put it here. Am I missing anything we could have on there? Well, we have jewelry. One second. I wonder if we had any sheep or goats on that farm one. Nope, no sheep or goats. Okay, we did find jewelry. Okay, the second book in that series is The Coloring Crook. I'll hold this up for you guys to look at it for a second. You look at the front and I'll look at the back. How is that? Did you find anything? I'll look at the front here in a minute, but we do have a park bench on the back. We have some more bunting there, but we've already marked that off. But we do have a park bench and the little mouse. There's a lot of glasses of like lemonade I've noticed on these covers. But we do have park bench, so I'm going to mark that off. Do we have any gardening gloves? Did anybody see any gardening gloves? Okay, park bench. This is what we're looking like so far. We have 2 more books to look at. And this one is the 3rd book in that series. I love this series so much. This one's Murder Outside the Lines by Krista Davis. Okay, you look at the front. Tell me if I miss anything. And I'll look at the back. And then we'll switch. Well, I didn't see anything on the back. Let me know if you see anything. And I'll look at the front. Oh, we've got the clock there. Oh, candles. I should have put candles on this list because there's been a lot of candles. And yeah, I don't see anything else. And our last book is A Colorful Scheme. Okay, you guys check out the front. I'll look at the back. Oh, we've got a cake on here. But we've already had cake and cupcakes. I'm sure you can see the wedding cake there. And then on this front, There's a teapot, there's money, there's a bouquet, but that's it. Well, maybe I should have pulled out more books, but we're at 30 minutes, so that's more than enough. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I think there's about 40 here. So we did pretty good. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I just like to look at covers of cozy mysteries. I think they're fun. And that was fun for me. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more ideas of what should have been on that scavenger hunt list, let me know. I still have, let's see, 1, 2, and then up there, these are tall bookcases. There's more up there. Maybe I could do a part 2 somewhere down the line and pull out all of those books. And we could try it again and see if these are on there, and then add on any that you come up with that you think maybe should be on here, if you even want a part 2. So let me know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.